Team Marketing, and we are going to be doing a special Google Hangout tonight. I invited a couple of panelists to be on here with me as well, and I don't do Google Hangouts that often, so I want to make sure that I did it right. I sent the invitations correctly, and so if they're able to hop on, great. If not, then that's okay. We'll continue going. We're not going to be long at all tonight. This is going to be a celebration, just to give you guys a quick update about what we've been doing with Shopping Sherlock and Power Team Marketing, where we are today, where we're going to be in the future, and we're going to reflect a little bit about what's taken place over the past year with Shopping Sherlock. And so I see a couple of people are chatting with me right now. I want to make sure you guys can see me. Yes, we are live right now. I see these guys are. All right, I see Dino's trying to get on here. I'm going for Richard, Rod, and Andrew. And Rich is giving me a different email address, so let me give him that one. So just sit tight, guys. We're going to get started in just one moment. All right, I want to make sure you guys can actually hear me. Can you guys hear me? This is live. All right, I see Rich is on here. Rich, I'm going to unmute your mic. Let's make sure that if you can, unmute your mic and do a test. Can you hear me?
Testing 1 2. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, fantastic. Good. About 30 more seconds. We're going to go ahead and get started. There's a couple other guys I want to make sure that they're on here as well. Dino. It's on right now. Hear and see. I don't know how this Google Hangout works if you're just on your phone. I don't know if you can be a panelist on your phone or do you have to be on the desktop. So that's all right, here's Andrew. There you are.
So you had to click video. All right, gotcha. I'm an idiot.
It's the little things, isn't it?
I was like, maybe if I click video, maybe. Let's tell Dino that.
Well, go ahead and shoot. Type in the chat box for Dino to do that for me. Here he comes now. There he is. Dino from Japan. Now, if you guys could do me a favor, put your cell phone mute until I introduce you.
Okay, let's see how to do that.
And I hear you clearly, Dino, too, so you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
And I can always edit. I'm going to be editing this video. It's being recorded, so we're going to go ahead and start right now. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'm leader of Power Team Marketing, and this is our Google Hangout for Shopping Sherlock. This is our 1-year anniversary with Shopping Sherlock, and that in itself is very exciting. I've been in this industry for over 16 years now, so to me, to be in a company for 1 year is nothing to me. However, in this day and age, especially in America, most people never are in a company more than 3 to 4 months. If they reach 6 months, that's a huge milestone. But to be here for a year is a true testimony, and it shows that you have faith and belief in whatever it is that you're doing, and you have the longevity to see where this business is going, and you understand business. You understand things do not happen overnight. Network marketing is a 3 to 5 year commitment with one thing to reach the financial goals that you want to be in. Anything less is always temporary, whether you're not making money or even if you are making money. If you haven't been in at least 3 to 5 years, it is temporary, not permanent. And so us being here for 1 year, I want to congratulate all of you guys who have stuck with us during this time. It has not been an easy task. We've had trials and tribulations, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to highlight one individual that's on this hangout with me right now who has been here since the beginning. I was looking for Rod, Dr. Lou, a couple other people, but Rich is on here right now. So Rich, if you can, go ahead and unmute your mic for me and let us know, and before you do that, I'm going to edify you, but I want you to share with us, you know, your feelings on when we merged with Shopping Sherlock, why you decided to stay, where do you see we going in the future, and what your vision is. But for those of you who don't know, Richard Worsley is a global with Shopping Sherlock. He's been in business with me now for the last couple of years. You know, so I had a chance to fly out to Jersey and meet with his team. We've been to multiple cities together during presentations. This is a person I consider a good friend of mine. I have no doubt that he's going to be a millionaire in this industry. It's only a matter of time. So with that, Rich, if you can go ahead and unmute yourself and share with everybody your story.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Brandon. And it's been a pleasure working with you throughout the years. Yeah, we've been together like 2 to 3 years so far already. And I have nothing but good things to say about you. I appreciate the support that you provided. The team support, Power Team Marketing. We basically stick together as a family. And if I could come back up in 1 second, if that's fine, I need to pause for a minute.
No problem.
All right, great. Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to come back to Rich in a moment here. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'm going to bring up 2 other leaders in a second. But let's go ahead and review, you know, where we are and how we got to this point. Over a year ago, we were a part of a company called Vitel Wireless, as many of you already know. And that company, we had tremendous success in that company. We helped that company become growth over 500% within 60 days. We had a lot of people that were making a lot of money with the company. We changed a lot of lives. We had a good momentum going on. But due to, you know, forces outside of our control, things happen, and that's the nature of business. Sometimes things change, sometimes things don't happen, and you've got to learn how to be able to adapt and change with it. Well, August of last year, the company decided to move into a different direction and was bought out by Shopping Sherlock. Now, we found out about this at our convention, which was in Houston, Texas, last August. There were a lot of people that were not happy about it. There were people that were excited about it. Then you had those mixed ranges and emotions. And anytime you're in a situation where, you know, 100% of your income is coming through the company, then and you're hearing about a change that's taking place, you know, that also brings reservation about where the future is headed. So before I continue, let me bring back up Rich, and I'll continue from that point forward. So Rich, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you very much. Sorry about the interruption. Yes, yeah, I'm happy to be a part of Shopping Sherlock. Like you just stated, when we first heard the news, it was a little bit disappointing because we was there to actually celebrate a company that we were in already. But after the next day, after the announcement, and we heard the vision of Shopping Sherlock, everyone began to get excited about the possibilities of what we had with Shopping Sherlock, especially with the product that we have. We actually give away our product for free, and we actually earn an income from people using our product for free, nothing to sell to anyone. And with the being a global power, the 20% check match, that was definitely an exciting part of the business that kept everyone engaged with helping their team, helping everyone grow in the business. Now, with the surge of e-commerce, everything that's going on now with Google, with Amazon, with Walmart, all these different businesses, even Facebook getting involved with e-commerce. I saw an article on Twitter. They're trying to get their piece of e-commerce as well. And we see that we are well positioned in the right industry right now. We are with the right company. We are with an innovator, a person that's in the internet space that was able to develop a system that anyone could use, anyone that could to take advantage of the system. And I'm excited about the enhancements that's coming. Our new app that's coming out this month in September. I know it's going to propel us to another level in this company as well. So my vision here is to plant myself here for the long term, because I know it's going to be here for the long term. Everything is going online. Even businesses are downsizing. Even with the casinos that are closing, even in Atlanta City, in our area, they're closing because of online gambling. Everything is moving online, and we are in the right place at the right time. And I encourage you to take advantage of Shopping Sherlock right now. Thank you, Brandon.
I unmute myself. All right, thank you for sharing that, Rich. So I want to continue, with our journey here. Just like Rich, I was there with him at the same time we found out about the merger, and I wish I could say that it was a clean merger. Everything was exciting. We saw the vision. I had no idea how big e-commerce was at the time. I was ignorant to the fact. I never heard of Shopping Sherlock. I didn't know if this would be a right move, but after sitting down with the CEO for a long and extended period of time, going out to dinner with them, having picking his brain to see where his vision is on where this company is going, I got very, very excited. And here's a couple of reasons why. Being in this business or this industry for as long as I have, I've had a lot of failures. I've had a lot of success. The one thing that has always eluded me was finding a good, stable company. That's first and foremost. I wanted to be in a company that I knew financially would not run into any hardships or problems, because that's happened to me in the past before. You can be the top producer, or you can be making a lot of money in a company, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes financially. You don't know if they're going to be able to keep the doors open. And I told several CEOs, if you keep the wheels on the bus, we're going to make this thing happen. And several times they weren't able to do that. So when I'm looking at a business, that was one of the first things I wanted to know. Is this a stable, solid business? And Sherlock had been in profit since its second month in business, has had steady growth, was debt-free, and had a good CEO behind the helm who knew exactly what he was doing and had a more than a 10-year game plan for the future. He was perfectly positioned in the industry. He's an expert in this industry. He has all the contacts needed to make this thing work worldwide. And so I felt confident that the business itself was a stable, long-lasting business. The second thing that I wanted to know was the product itself. Is this a product that people are going to want? Anytime you look at a business, you've got to ask this question. Would I use the product even if I was not in the business? Well, you all know already what the Sherlock does. It helps save people time and money on products they're going to use anyway, and we share with other people. So yes, I would use the product. I shop online all the time. I bought my wife a laptop. I bought my phone here. I bought a new battery just a couple of weeks ago. So we're always shopping online. So yeah, if it's going to save me money, I definitely am going to use the product. The other part of that is, would I share this product with other people even if I wasn't going to get paid? And again, the answer was yes. Of course, if I'm going to save money using this product, I'm going to tell other people about it. I'm going to share this with other people so that they can save money. I'm going to be all over Facebook talking about it. So those two things let me know that, yeah, this is going to be a good product that people are going to want in a good, stable, long-term company. And then finally, we talked about the industry itself, but then we talked about the money. My ultimate goal is to be a multi-millionaire in network marketing. If I do not have the ability to do so, if the company does not allow you to be able to do so, then I cannot be a part of that company. When I took a hard look at our compensation plan, looked at the volume required to meet certain financial benchmarks, look at the way that the company is structured, look at the way the compensation plan with 9 ways we get paid, it's not a shadow of my mind over the next couple of years, shadow of a doubt, that this company is going to be paying out more in compensation than any other companies that's out there today. You take the same volume that they're moving in their company and you drop it in our compensation plan, it more than doubles, in some cases triples. If I took the same exact production I had in my last company and dropped that right here with the same active people, my income would have looked over $60,000 to $70,000 a month over what I had built over the year and a half before. That got my attention real quick. So when we came into going into September 2013, the sky was the limit. We were excited about what was taking place. We were ready to move forward. But again, there's things that happen that's out of your control. And I'm not going to get into all of those semantics and the details. You all know what took place. Either you were a part of it, or you heard about it, or you watched it. So in the time being past September, it was a rough road between September and December. And a lot of the people that were a part of our team, who have been part of Power Team Marketing for several years, saw their incomes go from 4 figures a month to literally almost nothing overnight. And it's a hard pill for them to swallow, to be able to accept that. And we each, as a leader, come into what's called a crossroads. We have to decide for ourselves, what's best for our families and what's best for our future, and if it's going to be a good fit to continue moving forward or to decide to go a different path. And for a lot of the people that I care about, a lot of people that were part of Power Team Marketing, they made the choice that, I think that I need to go in a different direction. Maybe I don't believe in Shopping Sherlock is going to do what it's going to do. Maybe it is. It's just not happening fast enough. For whatever reason, and every single individual who has decided to move on has their own reasons for it, whether they share it publicly or not, what their real reason is. Bottom line, they chose to move on. I say to those individuals, I still love you. We still wish you the best and hope that you reach all the goals that you have. And if you did not at least quit and go back to a job, I'm still proud of you. When you have a goal and you're in a vehicle and the vehicle's not going to get you to where you want to be, you find a new vehicle. As long as you go and you're still pushing to reach that goal, that's what's most important. For the rest of you that have decided to stay, I don't forget. I'm a very loyal person, and I reward loyalty. I'm never going to forget those who helped build Power Team Marketing in this venture to where we're going to be. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful ride. So my next question that people ask me is, why did I choose to stay when my income was impacted tremendously, more than anybody else? I don't care who nobody was hit as hard as I was. So why did I decide to stay? Number one, I am a businessman. You have 2 types of individuals out there that what they're looking for. You have people who are looking for something for the short term. You have people who are looking for something for the long term. I've been in this game too long. I've made multiple 6 figures, and there's one thing at 38 years old that I want more than the rest. I never want to go back to a job, and I want to make sure 10 years from now that I am able to still have the same income and more than I'm making now. I want to be a millionaire, and that can only happen is if you stay focused on something for an extended period of time. It will never, and I say never, happen if you're multiple companies hopping and hopping and hopping around. A lot of the people who have left us have been in 4, 5, 6 companies since they left us, still trying to find that home, and I wish they do. But here's the one thing that I understand. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this company. There's nothing wrong with this company. In January of 2014, this company was ranked #1 in the world for top performing network marketing companies in the entire world for the previous 6 months. And 6 months before that, we never heard of Shopping Sherlock. We have people in this company that have already made $1 million in 2 years. We have individuals in this company making $10,000 and more a week. We have people having great success. So when somebody says to me, Brandon, I can't make money, here's the thing that I say about this. There's no such thing as a perfect company. There's only a such thing as a good fit for you. And for some people, this is not a good fit. For others, this is a perfect fit. So for an example, you show me the best company or so-called company out there, and I'll show you somebody that's broke. You show me the worst company out there, and I'll show you somebody that's making 6 figures and more. So we have people in this company that have changed their lives. We have a nanny and a housekeeper who are making full-time income with this business and never been in network marketing before. Just on our team alone over the past year, we've signed up almost 1,000 people in our business. We have multiple global powers on the team, multiple powers, multiple star affiliates. In fact, I don't know if I lost him. I see him here. I want to bring up real quick, I lost Dino, but I want to bring up real quick Andrew. Andrew is a young guy out of Florida. This is a gentleman I like to call the future of network marketing. But in his last company, He was making over $2,000 a month. He got himself a brand new BMW. He had success as a young person. In fact, he had far more success at this stage of his career than I did when I was his age in network marketing. And he decided to take a look at Shopping Sherlock. I was blown away by it, signed up with it, and he's blowing and going. He's going to be one of our future millionaires and one of our new leaders that I'm really focusing on. So, Andrew, share with everybody just a couple of minutes, unmute yourself, why you decided to choose Shopping Sherlock, and where do you see yourself in the future?
Absolutely. Thanks, Brandon. And, just so everyone knows, Brandon is the best mentor that I could have ever asked for. And he is one of the reasons why I switched. But, real quick, I've been in Shopping Sherlock for about a week now. And, one of the things I do love about it is that everyone loves this company. If you've ever been in network marketing before, like I was in Vima, people really, they're hateful sometimes. They'll say that your company's a scam and that, it's not good what you're doing. But, even people who hate network marketing love Shopping Sherlock. And, one of the first things I want to say is that Vima is a great company. I still love Vima. I'll still drink Verve. I actually joined Vima to get out of my part-time job. And, whenever I first heard about Vima, it was over a Skype call. And, I pretty much just heard how I had a legal way to make as much money as I wanted with no contracts, work my own hours, not have a boss. That was pretty much all I ever wanted in life. That sounds like, to me, the best way to make money. So, I signed up with it, had success, like Brandon said, got out of my part-time job in 4 months, got myself the company paid for BMW. Everything was going great. And, I heard about Shopping Sherlock completely on accident. I was actually looking for training videos for my Vima team when I saw Brandon's video, the future of network marketing. And if you've ever been in network marketing or even just happen to look up the future of network marketing on YouTube, it's usually about the industry and how our industry is going to be the future of business. So whenever I saw this video, that's what I thought it was going to be. About 15 minutes into the video, it turned out to be about Shopping Sherlock, and I didn't know that. But I heard Brandon say, what if I told you that you could get paid to give away your product for free? And that made me really, really curious. I had to keep listening after that. I thought the product would be bogus. I thought everything about it would be stupid, but nonetheless, I was curious. And from there on, I decided, if that's the case and this is real, this does deserve a look. So, I looked at the comp plan. They're going to go into a little bit later, but it is unreal. I watched a few more videos, really trying as hard as I could to find something wrong with this company, because I had a great thing going with me with Vima. I had international teams blowing up, opening up new countries, making money. So, my best friends were in the company. I was just trying to find any reason why I should stay. Eventually, after I watched enough videos on my own, I called, or I guess I should. I interrogated. I didn't call. I interrogated Richard Worsley till 3 in the morning, and then Brandon Ivey, he got it the next day for about another 3.5 hours of just, anything, from the CEO to the app. Where's the money coming from? Is there anything sketchy with the comp plan, the leadership? Tell me your background. How's the training going to work? Literally anything and everything for hours on end, trying to find any reason, not to join this company. And, it really just came down to the thought of, can I switch from Vima? My love, what I, built my dreams up into. But, at the end of the day, I'm still helping people. I'm showing people a way to get the best price on anything that they could want. I'm just doing it. I'm just making the same exact result, getting rich off residual income, way more logically. I don't have to convince everyone to join my business and then succeed in my business to succeed. I just need to hustle myself. I can get as many customers as I want. I can give out unlimited Sherlocks for $35 a month, $2 every time I do it. I alone, if I just give out this Sherlock to 5,000 people, that's $10,000 a month residually for the rest of my life. And I understand everyone's goals and dreams are different, but that's a residual income that's not going anywhere. People aren't just going to stop using the app. Once they start saving money, once they start seeing it's the best price, they're not going to leave it. There's a price code bar scanner on it. If I'm ever at the mall, I'm going to, scan a few things and, things that I want to buy and just make sure I'm getting the best price. Why wouldn't you? And, when it came down to it, I'm still helping people. It's the same result, just a way better way to go about it. Way more logical. And I'm excited to be one of the first college kids to be involved with this and to be on this team to blow this thing up with the, the leadership that we have. Brandon hates when I say this, but he says, there's no such thing as a perfect company. But I mean, you talk about this is the closest thing to perfection I think we'll ever see in a network marketing company. I'll just say that. So with that, I'll just pass it back to you, Brandon.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. And Andrew is this new generation wave. If you guys have ever followed Troy Dooley has been paying a lot of attention to his generation, these new kids. And I remember when I was 21, 22 years old in college, my mentors, I had the privilege of having some of the best mentors ever. They're still around now: Montrell Jackson, Steve Carter, Byron Nelson, Dora Chambers, Sam Orm. I mean, the list can go on of giants from my very first company of ACN, and I didn't make much money at all. But one thing that they told me from the beginning, they said, Brandon, the most important thing you're going to get from us and this company is not the amount of money that you're going to make. It's going to become the knowledge of how to be a professional business network marketer. That you're going to be able to take these skills for the rest of your life, and you're going to have success no matter what you do. And it's because of that mentorship that I got, that training that I got, that I'm able to have what I have today, and it's going to allow me to be a millionaire. One thing they also taught me was that nothing happens overnight. You have a couple of people that have immediate success, but that's called temporary success until they can maintain it for at least 3 years. And they told me this. They said if you can maintain in one company and be consistent with it for at least 10 years, no matter what, you're guaranteed to reach at least the top level of the company. Guaranteed. And a lot of people may scoff at that. They say, 10 years, are you kidding me? But what you need to understand is people will spend 40 years on their job to retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends. 10 years is going to come anyway. Well, today's age, that has actually been compressed. We're talking about 3 to 5 years at most to achieve the financial goals that you're looking for. If you remain consistent, put your head down, and for those that even move and jump ship to other companies, you find out that you still have to do all the hard work that you had to do over here. You have to do it over there. There's no shortcut. There's no magic stick. There's nothing that's going to say, oh, well, now you're going to guarantee have success. It doesn't exist. It's all based on consistency and long-term effort, which goes into the future of Shopping Sherlock. I had to sit down with Michael Weeder earlier this year to really get his perspective on the year 2014. And one thing that he shared was that we're still in foundation mode for Shopping Sherlock. We're still putting in the pieces to make the company what we want it to be. At the same time, we're putting our leaders in place and we're steadily growing the company in incremental growth. And right now, we are far ahead where he originally planned for us to be, where his own goal for us to be. He was looking at the growth that we're having now not to happen until 2015. It's because of our growth now, it's pushing him to make things happen a little bit much faster than originally projected. And that's not a bad thing. But I want to tell you one thing that he told me. He said, Brandon, this is Market America meets ACN. Now, for those of you who don't know, who still say, I don't believe in Shopping Sherlock, I never heard of Shopping Sherlock, I don't believe it's going to work, your opinion really doesn't matter. You probably never heard of a company called Market America that's been around for 20 years, and they did over $600 million in revenue last year. $600 million. Probably the closest company that can come to do what we do. You never heard of them. $600 million. Michael Weeder's goal is this will be a billion-dollar company one way or another. It's going to happen with or without us. So one thing I look at again is the industry is not going anywhere. The industry is continuing to grow, continuing to get larger, continuing to expand. The next thing about it is our product is also continuing to evolve. See, when we first got started, the Sherlock was just on the dashboard itself. And one of the complaints I heard from people say is, well, it's too complicated. People don't go to the dashboard to use it. Here's the thing that I found out about people who have been making that complaint is that they really haven't spent the time when they sign up a customer to show them exactly how it works. Because when somebody saves $100, $200, $50, $400 on a purchase, you don't have to show them how to use it again. You don't even have to convince them to use it again. Next time they go shopping, they're going to use the Sherlock. That's number one. But what we've done is we've added the mobile app to the process because the mobile is the future of e-commerce itself. Now, the mobile's launching in a couple of weeks. I actually have the beta for this on my phone here. You see the Sherlock icon right there. When I press that, it looks just like all the things that you can do on your computer, you can do right here on your mobile app. Now, I'll show you an example. I hit the shop button, and you see this pops up. You see what it looks like, the dashboard. Oh yeah, we just translated in Japanese and also in Spanish. If you go to your Sherlock in the back office, we also have here. We've got daily deals. We've got flights. You can book your flights. You can book your hotels right here. Everything that you can do on the desktop, you can do here. So when somebody leaves their home, there's 3 things that they never leave home without when they walk out that door. Their keys, their wallet, and their mobile phone. Those are the 3 things that they never leave home without. Well, since everybody has a mobile device and they have their Sherlock, every time they're going to go shopping, they now can guarantee they're always going to get the cheapest price because they can just Sherlock it from their phone. You're starting to see a lot of companies have features like this. But this is going to be huge for us because there's nobody who does what we do. Nobody does what we do. We're not a shopping mall. You're not buying anything from Shopping Sherlock. We're just redirecting you to other places where you can get your shopping done. Places that you might have already shopped from before, but you had no idea that they're having savings. So I just want to give you that update. This is launching in just a couple of weeks. It is going to change the company. So if you were a part of Sherlock last year or Power Team Marketing and you're kind of looking to see what's different, what's going on, this is the future of our business. The other future of the business is international expansion. Even though things have been slow in the United States, and there's a lot of reason for that. I mean, I look at network marketing in the United States right now, and to me, personally, it's almost a joke when I see the amount of companies that are out there and the amount of people playing musical chairs with all these companies. Anytime you see one company that starts to have growth, it's because another company is losing growth because everybody moved from that company to this one. And they're playing musical chairs all over the place. Every 3 to 4 months, there's a new shiny object that people are jumping around for because people aren't looking for the long term. They're looking for the immediate, upfront, short-term gain. Which leads me to another criticism of Sherlock that people have shared with us. Even people that were a part of Sherlock. They say there's not enough money in upfront bonuses. Not enough money in upfront bonuses, which I also kind of find laughable because in our last company, the bonuses was horrible. You're talking about you made $5 when somebody signed up. $5. Here you sell 2 Sherlock systems and you're making $100. You have a total of 4 Sherlock systems done, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're making $50. So there's more in bonus money in Sherlock than it was in the last company. Another criticism is that maybe Sherlock isn't paying out fast enough. It's not paying out money fast enough. Compared to one of our other competitors who doesn't pay out to 45 days, our payout within 3 weeks to a month when you first get started, when you make a system sale before you get paid. And I want to explain why. See, we have something that's called 30-day money-back guarantee, 30-day cancellation to get your $250 refund. One thing that we do not want to do is do clawbacks. We do not want to pay out a commission and then another person turns around and cancels, gets their money back, then the company's going to have to come to you to get their commissions back because you didn't actually make the sale. It wasn't what's called a closed sale. So now you just lost that commission. The fastest way to get a company to lose momentum and to close its doors is when you pay money to a rep and then you take that money back from the rep and let that rep be all mad and pissed off about it. What do? They cancel. they quit the business and they get frustrated. We don't want to have to claw back from anybody. So we give it a couple of weeks' time to make it a legitimate sale. Then we pay out. We pay out every single Friday, not once a month in commissions. Every single Friday is payout. But we are currently working on a way right now where maybe we can do things much faster. Who knows? But we're thinking about that. We're looking into things, or maybe we can do that. But it's not a promise, it's not a guarantee. It is a criticism, but the criticism also I find is invalid because when you work a job and you're on your job, you work for 2 weeks before you actually get paid. So what we tell people is put your head down, go to work now, and establish a way that every single Friday you're going to start to have a paycheck coming in. Another criticism that we've heard is that there's no real physical product. I'm sorry, but to me that's not a criticism. That is actually one of our biggest strengths. Because if you have a physical product, then you've got to go out there and buy your product. You've got to sample it. You've got to pay for all these things. You've got to garage qualify yourself. And most companies, if you really look at the figures, they don't have a lot of customers that they're actually selling the product to. They're only selling the product to the reps. And I can look at any company out there and the product that they're selling, we can Sherlock it and sell the same exact product. So if you're in love with the products, you can still Sherlock it and probably get it for 50 to 70% off than going directly to that company. With ours, we have no inventory. We have nothing that you have to stack up in the garage, the van, or the trunk of your cars. We have a product that you share via the internet, which means you can sign up customers around the world and they don't have to wait on shipping time and pay for that shipping. Sign up customers around the world, which leads me to another feature on this mobile app. And this is very important. I think that's real cool. It's the sharing portion of this. Because you see a lot of people that have Candy Crush or whatever other apps out there, they share it with everybody, right? For free. You've got a button on there that says invite friends, which we have right here. And Dino, hold on, I want to bring you up for 1 second after I share this point because I lost you earlier. But here we have an invite friend feature. So then if you sign up a customer, your customer, they like the app, can invite everybody they know. 5,000 friends on Facebook, all over the world. So now you're going to have Sherlock customers that you didn't even know, you didn't even sign up, that you're going to get paid for from people sharing this, word of mouth. It's going to go viral. And you download this for free through the App Store, so it doesn't cost any money to have. So before I continue, since I see Dino's back, Dino is a global power with Sherlock. He is proof and evidence that the business works. He joined this business, I think it was around February or March of this year. After a lot of people who said it didn't work quit, joined 5 other companies. He joined the business, put his head down without an upline support in his country of Japan, and made it happen. Hit global in less than 6 months, and promoted 2 other globals underneath him. So I want to bring up Dino, who sits on top of the entire country of Japan, to share with us why Shopping Sherlock. Where do you see yourself with this company in the future? So Dino, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Brandon. And first, let me apologize for the abrupt end that I had earlier. I am right now, as we talk, I'm at a junior high school in Nagoya, Japan. Actually, it's Owari Asahi, which is a small suburb city outside of the 3rd largest city in Japan. And I am a junior high school teacher, and I was called away unscheduled, or should I say it definitely wasn't written on my schedule, which was, in some ways was annoying, but this is what I do here. I'm not as fortunate as yourself, Brandon, to have retired at such a young age, but I'm on my way, and I feel comfortable with where I'm going and with what I'm in, which is Shopping Sherlock. We have had great success here in Japan, and we have no doubts and no illusions about where Japan is headed within the next 6 months, even 3 months from now, because we're headed into the shopping season. I'm telling my team, and I'm sharing with the leaders of my team, that we are headed for the perfect storm. And what I mean by the perfect storm, as you know, the app, the mobile device app, will unveil in this month, the 20th of this month, at the UK convention. Also, we are headed into the shopping season, and one last and final aspect is the Shopping Sherlock Japanese version will be out very soon. We're looking to have that version out by the end of this month. I'm pushing my team. I'm working with the leaders. We are putting people in place, and we're putting ourselves in place to have that version out by the end of this month. which will allow us to bring directly into the shopping season the mobile device app. And I've got some ideas for some mass marketing. But let me share and let me say, first of all, let me edify a man who has helped me greatly with this, and that is a man who's 20 levels sitting above me. I've heard you put it like that, Brandon. You're 20 levels above me, but whenever I call, whenever I send an email, whenever I need information on how to do this, it's because of people like you that I have been able to share with the people in my team and be able to make it to the global power position that I have done, as well as the fact there's one person I have to say for sure. She is on fire. You probably heard of her. She's made Shopping Sherlock history. She's came on to my team. She caught the vision. She understood it. She understands it. And she continues to put people in place in better positions than they've ever been in their life. Let me say her name, Fedovera Babylin, a good friend of mine. Chieko and I, my wife Chieko and I, love her dearly. She has helped position us to be the global powers that we are. And if nothing, it could have definitely happened without her, but it wouldn't have happened as easy, let me say. And I do give her credit for that. But for people like yourself, Brandon, and people like those that are on this call and people that are enjoying this call, let me say you couldn't be in a better place. This is what you wanted. You're here. Put your head down. If you haven't done 2 to 5 years yet, that's not enough time to quit. If you haven't put in the time, if you haven't given it all you've got, then you basically haven't done yourself the favor of what you deserve and what your dreams are. I want to say that we are very excited here in Japan, and we are definitely poised to take this throughout Asia. I'm very happy to be where I am with Shopping Sherlock. I'm very happy to be with the team that I have, as well as the upline that I have and the support I get from people like you, Brandon, and congratulations to you of 1 year. Let me say, without further ado, that needs to be addressed right up front. Congratulations, as well as the fact to the CEO, Michael Weeder, who I am in touch with. The man is inspiring. He is encouraging. He's uplifted me. He's actually given me quite a bit of support, and I have no illusions about where Shopping Sherlock will be within the next 5 to 10 years, as long as people like you, Brandon, and people like you who are on this call remain continuous and steadfast and do the business that you want and do the job and make the money that you want. That's all I have, Brandon, and I really appreciate your time.
All right, thank you very much, Dino. And like I said, Dino is an individual that's going to be a millionaire with this company by default, simply because he's positioned correctly. He understands the nature of this business. He understands timing and positioning, and he understands hard work. He knows that things aren't going to happen overnight, but in his case, I mean, he's already made thousands of dollars with this business. He's helped multiple people on his team make thousands of dollars with this company. He sees that it works. His people see that it works, and this is just the beginning for him. One thing that I told him as well is, shared with him, even from Michael Weeder shared with me, is that over the next few years, we're looking at probably over 70% of all Sherlock business is going to come out of the Asian market. Over 70%, not because they're smarter than us, it's just because they are advancing much faster than we are and understand e-commerce and online shopping and opportunities faster than we do. They just have more people. I mean, if you look at Simon Brooks in the UK, who has made $1 million with the Sherlock, and the majority of the companies in that area, that market, 63 million people in the country, in the UK, but there's 130 million in Japan and over 1 billion in China. And they haven't scratched the surface. We just translated the website into Japanese. Do you understand the timing? I'll give you an example. ACN 1993. There was an individual named Robert Hollis. You might have heard of him. He is a 6-figure-a-month earner in a company called Gano Life. And he was part of Gano Excel in the past. He was part of ACN. But here's the thing. He was invited to be a co-founder of ACN. Now, we all know where ACN is today. Hindsight is in everything. But he was invited to be a co-founder. He said, no, I don't, that's a risk. I don't see, you guys making it happen. And then after they started the company, he was invited to be like a master distributor. He still said no. He said, go make it happen first, show me, and then I'll take a look at it. It wasn't until later that he joined. I don't know if it was 2 years. I don't remember the story correctly. 2 years later, he joined, made a lot of money, one of the top producers with ACN, but he had an opportunity to be the co-owner. So instead of making 6 figures a month, he probably will be doing millions a month had he taken up an ACN in 1993 at the beginning. That's where we are right now. ACN didn't start to have its major explosion until around 97, 98, really 1998. We're talking 5 years later. 5 years later. So for those of you Power Team Marketing members who for whatever reason jumped off the boat because you didn't think things were happening fast enough or you don't have faith in the business, I have some good news and I have some bad news. And I'm going to share the bad news first. The bad news is I'm not going anywhere. That's the bad news. Not for me. Because I will always be living proof that this thing worked when I become one of the top money earners in the entire industry, which is my goal. And it's going to happen. So I'm going to be a constant reminder that it works. Here's the good news. Maybe we're just not ready for you. Maybe we're just not in a situation and ready that you can prosper the way you want to, and you can always come back. You can always start over, which is why we're having this 1-year anniversary, because this is a brand new day for Power Team Marketing. We are starting over from scratch. We're going to do right now what should have been done last year the right way. I know my mistakes, and one of my mistakes over the past year was spending far too much time trying to plug the leaky holes in the ship. I spent far too much time, one, because I care too much. I care about everybody on my team. I want them to have success. But one thing in business is you can drag a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink it. My job is to show them the opportunity, provide support, and then help them along the way. I can't make anybody do anything. And as much as I care about people, they've got to want it for themselves as well. And I spend far too much time trying to keep and maintain what we built over the last 2 years instead of growing new grass. Growing grass always covers up dirt and mud. Always. New blood always will outproduce the old dead weight. So starting from now, I'm starting my business all over as if I don't have a downline. We have a huge team right now, and I will always support this team. But just you have to lead by example. And I'm going to lead by example by going diamond. Only 3 globals away from going diamond, actually. 3 separate legs. So that's going to be my goal. I'm switching my focus. I'm going to start all over like I did when I first started in this industry, started having the success I had, do what I did then, starting today. And one thing that I'm going to have is a special elite team. Anybody that is a star affiliate or above, I want you to shoot me an email. I'm sending the invitation out, but you must respond to it. I'm not calling anybody to ask. I'm letting you know now, if you're a star affiliate or above, and you want to be a part of this group, this is going to be an elite group where you have personal accountability to me. Well, we're going to be working week to week to week to meet your goals to get to $10,000 a month and more before this year is out. That's what we're going to do. I was talking to Chuck Williams, and Chuck said, oh, no, we're going $10,000 a week before the year is out. That's where we're going. But I want to help those who want to get to $10,000 a month and more before the year is out. This is not for the people that's on the fence. This is not for the people that want to stick their toe in the water to see if this will work. Things are moving fast. Fortune magazine, Forbes is all talking about e-commerce. Billionaires are positioning themselves. We're getting this company positioned. All we need is the leaders in place. So make sure you shoot me an email if you are a star affiliate and above, and you want to be on this accountability group that we're going to start. I'm going to have a special private call with just this group, and I'm going to share with you the game plan. Just to give you a heads up, it is the power of 4. 5 weeks doing the power of 4 can get you at over $3,000. I think it's $3,700 a month in residual income, $17,000 in bonuses. We're going to hit the power of 4 hard, and we're going to help each other along the way. Doesn't mean everybody's going to make it, but you're going to be far further along than you are without being a part of this group. That's one thing. The London International Convention's coming up where we're launching the mobile app. We have other announcements coming. Things I wish I could share, but I cannot. All I can say is the Sherlock is going to be brand new. It's not going to be the same company that we joined September of 2013. And it's going to send shockwaves in the industry when all is said and done. Things that Michael Weeder is working on right now that I wish I could say, but I cannot. All I can say is you've got to have faith in what it is you want to go, where this company is headed, and be willing to put the work in to make it happen and sacrifice. I've sacrificed a lot this past year. A lot. My family has seen it. My friends have seen it. And there's going to be a time where we're going to be rewarded for that sacrifice. We haven't done anything yet. We've only been here a year. We have our cruise coming up. Our cruise is already sold out, unfortunately. But we're looking to add more rooms, more cabins to the cruise, and there may be people that fall out, so we'll keep you posted on that. We have a contest going on right now. Andrew and all the people who have not had the $200 bonus for hitting power. You hit power before the September 20th, September 19th to 20th, the convention, you're going to get a $200 bonus. So everybody should be going for that. That's also part of this group that I'm going to start. I want everybody in this group to get that $200 bonus. Put money in your pockets. Also, any other thing that I can share about that? No, I'm running out of time here. I'm looking at the clock. We have a special grand opening call taking place in about 5 minutes from now on liveonedream.info with Global Rod Doctor. So you can start tonight. Have some guests. Even if you don't have a guest, you want to be on this webinar with Rod Doctor tonight. In about 5 minutes on liveonedream.info. As soon as I hang up from here, I'm hitting the road. I have a live meeting in LA tonight. So I'm going to be broadcasting this live. It's going to be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. my time Pacific, and that is 11:30 a.m. Japan time. I'm going to stream it live. So you have 2 more presentations that you can take a look at tonight. I am back in the game. You might have think I was in the game before, but really I haven't been. I've been in management mode. Management mode. I'm going back to rep mode. Top producing mode. I want to be #1 in the company mode. And I don't care who says no and who is going to be with me. It's going to happen. And I want to help and reward all of those who want to go down this journey as well. So thank you guys for joining us. Congratulations on our 1-year anniversary with Shopping Sherlock. I'm going to tell you where we're going to be a year from now. We're going to still be right here. Will you be right here with us? And I can't wait to share all of the income stories and the lives that we have changed along the way. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We can do a lot of things to the company right now to try to get attraction and gimmicks like these other companies are doing that you know is short-term gain. But we already have in growth. If the wheel's not broken, don't fix it. We know what we're doing. The question is, are you going to help to make this happen? Thank you for joining us. My name is Brandon Ivy, Global, soon to be Diamond with Shopping Sherlock. See you all next time. I will get this recording out as soon as it is ready. God bless and good night. Bye-bye. And thank you to the panelists, Dino, Rich, and Andrew. I was looking for, I wanted to have Shanna on and Joan and the rest, but we'll get you guys next time on our next Google Hangout. God bless. Good night. Bye-bye.